Hi, my name is Jana Morton, and on behalf of Creating Keepsakes, I'm excited to share this tutorial on blending with you. This is the image that I will be creating. I am taking 3 photos in a sequence and blending them together to create one unified image. Let's go ahead and get started. I am working in Photoshop Elements 9.0, and the first thing I need to do is to navigate to my photos. I'm going to File, Open, opening the images by highlighting them all, clicking Open. You can see them showing up down here in my project bin as well. I'm just going to minimize them so that we can go ahead and get started here. I'm going up to File, New. I'm going to create a blank canvas. I'm going to title this Apple Sequence. I'm going to set my size to, I'm going to be working in inches. I'm going to set my size to 6 inches wide, 4 inches high, and I want to set the resolution to 300 pixels per inch. The color mode RGB color, background contents white. Click OK. The first thing I need to do is to bring my photos onto the canvas. So using the move arrow or the move tool at the top of the toolbar, I am just going to grab my first image and bring it onto the canvas. You can left click and move it into position, and I'm going to position this photo on the right side of the canvas because he's looking in. I like to have my subjects looking into the photo. And then I'm grabbing the handle here at the corner of the image and I'm repositioning it or resizing it. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my second image. Positioning that over on the left hand side because he's facing towards the right. And once again I'm going to just drag the handles of that photo into position to resize it a bit. And you can see how these photos are arranged in the layers palette over here on the right. And now I'm going to bring my middle photo in at the very top of the layers palette, right in the center of the other 2 images. Once again, I'm just going to grab the handle, the corner of the image, left click with my mouse and just resize that a bit. And now I want to blend this photo that is in the center of our image into the other photos so that it looks like it's all one image and there aren't any lines dividing the photos. So with the top layer, the center photo active in the layers palette, I'm going to go to the bottom of the layers palette and there's this little icon with a rectangle with a circle in the middle of it, add layer mask. I'm going to click on that. You can see that now adjacent to that photo is a white rectangle, and this is the layer mask that we are going to use in blending. When working with a layer mask, it's very important that you're working actually on the layer mask itself. I can click over here on the photo adjacent to it. However, that is not going to help us with blending, so I want to make sure that I'm on the layer mask itself, and you can see that there's a rectangle around it, so I know that I am where I need to be. I'm going to hit D to switch our color palette to black and white. I need black as my foreground color and white as my background color. I am going to go ahead and fill this layer mask with black, and because black is my foreground color, I am going to hit Alt. I'm on a PC. If you're on a Mac, hit Opt plus backspace to fill that layer mask with black. And you can see that when I filled it with black, it erased the image in the center. And now we are going to work to bring that image back. So I am going to switch my foreground color to white. I'm going to grab my brush tool. I'm going to go up to my brush palette and select a medium-sized brush, soft round, 300 pixels. Going to mode, normal, opacity, 100%. And once again, we're working in the layer mask. I'm going to position my mouse my cursor right in the center of that image, and I'm going to left click with my mouse. And as I left click with my mouse, you can see my image begin to appear. And I'm basically just painting in the image in the center. And you can see how the white shows up on the layer mask where I am painting. So I'm just clicking around as my sun appears in the center. When you're using the paintbrush in the layer mask, it's very important to remember that white reveals your image and black conceals your image. For example, if I have a line here of the photo edge that I do not want to appear, I can switch my foreground color to black. I'm still using my paintbrush tool and I'm still working in the layer mask, and I can click on that and that will make that line disappear. Once again, white reveals your image, black conceals your image when working with a layer mask. When I'm blending photos, I do everything I can to make sure that it is seamless so that there aren't any photo edges that appear. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go down and reposition my photo on the left using my move arrow. Just nudge that out a bit. And I'm going to position my photo on the right and nudge that in a bit as well. And now I can go ahead, and if I would like to save this, I can go up to File, Save As, I can save it as Apple Sequence PSD. If I'm saving it as a PSD, that means all the layers will remain in place, and I can go back and adjust things if I need to later on. And I can also save this image as a JPEG if I go up to File, Save As, go down for Format to JPEG, name this image, hit Save. I have my settings set as quality at 8, high, baseline standard, click OK. I really like to use blending to incorporate more photos on a scrapbook page, and there are a lot of fun effects that you can create by blending photos. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you for tuning in and have a great day.